Hi, First Church. This is Pastor Brian, and today I am with Sloan Gale. For those of you who may not know Sloan, because he's normally in the back of the worship services, Sloan is in charge of our tech desk and makes sure that all of the sound and video equipment is working during each of our Sunday services. So Sloan, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you.
I wanted to talk a little bit about the streaming ministry for maybe those who aren't familiar with it. Tell us a little bit about that ministry.
We went ahead and we did that. Initially, it was very rudimentary. We were doing it on iPhones and iPads with stands in the back of the room, and it's a wonder it even came together as basic as it was. But that's when we realized that we needed to put together a streaming ministry with some significant technology. And we made a huge technology upgrade in Reeves Hall, and we were streaming the Reeves Hall service every week. But there was a demand for a streaming ministry in the sanctuary as well. So that took us probably about a year to get that up and running, but we were able to do that at that time. And we've been doing both services, streaming both services ever since. A couple years ago, we made a significant upgrade of technology in Reeves Hall. But the sanctuary is still pretty much the technology that we had originally back in 2000.
Wow.
Or 2020.
In 2020.
2020,
Okay.
I'm sorry, I misspoke there. Yeah.
It only feels like 2000 some days.
Some weeks, yes, you're right.
So why is the streaming ministry important?
It's important because there are a lot of people in our own congregation that are unable to come to church in person. They're sick, they have mobility issues. Some of them are still a little bit concerned about COVID and the various illnesses that are still out there, so they feel more comfortable worshiping from home. We also have quite a number of members of the congregation that, even though they attend in person weekly, they watch while they're away. We have some people I know that have contacted you that have said, when we're away on vacation, we enjoy watching the stream, and they even texted you afterwards, making comments about your sermons and so forth. We've had people that we know for a fact through emails that they've communicated with us that because of our specific tech ministry, they've given their lives to Jesus. I had one congregant come to me about 2 years ago and said that at the end of her life, his mom was in a nursing home and was unable to come to church, and he would take his iPad to church every week on Sunday, and they would watch the stream together. And that was something that really meant a lot to her and therefore to him, and he just profoundly thanked me for that. And I said, listen, the glory goes to God, not to me, because I would have had no idea how to do any of this if it wasn't for a great technology company that we work with, Atlantic Media Productions, and a lot of training on my part, because this was not in my wheelhouse for the most part. It's been a long learning process, but I think we've done very well with it.
Well, and you do a great job of leading up that ministry.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
I know just recently we had a big nor'easter that came through, and there were a lot of people at our 10:30 worship service that simply were not able to get here because of the storm or didn't think it was safe, and yet they were able to be part of the worship service through the stream ministry. I have shared before that we have people who are watching not just here in Millville, but I know we have people watching from all across the country and some places around the world.
Pastor Jack has a couple of friends down in South American countries that he's visited in the past that have tuned in.
Yeah. And I actually have done some pastoral ministry with somebody who has been part of been part of the streaming ministry here, who feels like this is his church because he can't get to the one that is local to him. Okay. So it's been a really good impact. What's been happening a little bit more recently with the tech and with the stream?
So in both services, we originally started using what they call freeware, free software on the internet to do our technology streaming. And that's, the freeware at times is often a bit unstable. Some people may have probably noticed we've had some tech issues in recent weeks, particularly in the sanctuary, with that software not working the way it's expected to at the time.
I think it even cut out on us a couple of times.
It has done
altogether.
It's done various things, some of which are very frustrating. But to alleviate that in Reeves Hall, we did make a technology ministry upgrade of technology in that room a couple years ago. So we actually purchased equipment so that we wouldn't have to use that freeware anymore. And it's 100% stable in there. We've had absolutely no problems at all. But I think it's time that we need to do that in the sanctuary, because the sanctuary service is just as important as Reeves Hall. So yeah, it'd be good to be able to get away from that freeware and get a little bit more of a stable platform here. Plus, we'd like to add a second camera to be able to see things from different perspectives around the room. I think that would enhance the worship service a bit. So yeah, we'd like to do that.
The technology that we've been using here is older than the technology in Reeves Hall right now.
It is.
And I don't know, maybe it's kind of like listening to music on an 8-track when the whole rest of the world is listening to it online nowadays. You know, maybe that's a pretty good comparison for us.
Probably, yeah, I think that's a good analogy.
Yeah. So we know that upgrades never come free.
Nope, they do not.
And so about how much money is this upgrade going to cost?
We have gotten price quotes from our media production company that we use. And to upgrade the technology here in the sanctuary to match what is in Reeves Hall, the cost on that would be approximately $10,000.
About $10,000
to raise.
And so I know folks who are affected by the ministry, maybe many who aren't, would like to be able to participate in this campaign that we're going to be having to raise the funds for in here. Can you talk about some of the ways that they can do that?
They can do that in person if they worship here in person, if people within the in-person congregation would like to participate in that. Secondly, if they would like to write a donation check to help with some of the costs, and any amount is appreciated, no amount is too small. You can send it to P.O. Box 116 in Millville, New Jersey, 08332. And they can also follow our giving platform on our app and on our website. You can follow the directions there for giving, and it's specifically specify how you want your gift to be routed specifically to this plan.
You can help in this short campaign that we're going to be having. We actually hope to have the campaign wrapped up, to have the new equipment in place by the holiday season this year. Again, you can donate by sending your check to P.O. Box 116, Millville, New Jersey, 08332. You can go to our website at firstumcmillville.org and go to the giving page. There'll be a special giving page for this campaign. Or if you are using the app for the church, you can also give through that. And again, there'll be a special drop down for this campaign. I want to thank you in advance for your support of First United Methodist Church and our ability to get out beyond our walls through the streaming ministry. So thank you so much for your help and your participation. Take care and God bless.